Yo, it's probably good that I was muted because I was talking hella. I was really giving it to you. I was really giving it. Listen, man, I was in. I'm glad I was muted because I probably would have got banned. I probably would have got banned. I probably would have. You guys, if you could read lips, I gave Kevin Stefanski a mouthful. I sure did. I'm glad I was muted. That's the universe didn't want me to talk like that. So let me calm down. This kid, it started with let me go back. It started with Njoku. When he threw that ball to Njoku, it was an absolute dime. It was an absolute dime. I don't even think Njoku realized he caught it. It was so damn perfect. He threw a laser. And then he finally hooked up with Jerry Jeudy. Now, when you go back and look at the play with Jerry Jeudy, they didn't go with the original play. He called an audible because Posick, the center, looked up. If you go look at the center, looked up, and he said something to Shedeur, and Shedeur said something back to him. He looked to his left and right, and then it was a shift. And Jerry Jeudy knew he was getting the ball. That man could not only, listen to this, not only can Shedeur read defenses, he can read defenses. He saw what they were doing. He saw where the blitz was coming, and he just threw a dime to Jerry Jeudy. It was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect, man. Absolutely. It's nothing else he could do now. Um, they benched him. They benched the kid for no reason. When they could have went for they should have went. Look, check this out. When he ran in for the field, when he ran in for the touchdown, they should have made an extra point because they would only been down by 7. And that would have put him in position to win this game. It's the coaching. It's the Kevin Stefanski, and it's also the offensive coordinator. I don't know what they're doing. They don't trust him in the red zone after he threw dimes like that? And you don't trust him in the red zone? You don't trust him in the red zone. I don't understand this. I honestly think, guys, the shit was fixed. Honestly think so. I mean, shit, I don't know, man. I can't prove that it was fixed. I can't prove it, but they could have beat Tennessee. Somebody lost some money. I mean, no, somebody won some money today. Whoever bet for Tennessee, you won some money. Congratulations. Because they didn't want him to win this game. Yo, they don't want him to be great. They don't. But I would say Shadur is auditioning. He's auditioning for another team. He's auditioning. But you know the thing is, in the offseason, they're not going to trade him. He got to seriously sit down, like with the coaches, and like, he can't even do that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. You throwing dimes like that, and they don't trust you in the red zone. And you got Harold Fanning Jr., the tight end, that's playing a great game. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just had to say that. I don't get this. It must be orchestrated, the NFL. I mean, like, that whole thing came out with the NBA. I'm thinking it's affected by all the sports. It's crazy, bro. This kid is playing like he should have been the #1 draft pick. That's how he's playing. And we already knew that. They just tried to pull a Jedi mind trick on us like we don't know what we saw for the last 4 years. That's what they tried to do, but it's not working. They looking like fools. And check this out. When they benched Shadur, the crowd started booing. They started booing. And did you see the running back's face? They were pissed. They were like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is going on, man? This is horrible, boy. It's horrible. It's being displayed in our face. It's real horrible what's going on. It's real horrible what they're doing. It's almost like they're bullying them. They trying to destroy, and they're not destroying him because he's playing great. He wasn't even, man, I swear, yo. He got to be the best quarterback right now out there. For him to be going through this and still throwing dimes through all the adversity, he got to be great. He got to be. It's horrible. It's horrible what they're doing. To be honest with you, I've never seen nothing like this. I never witnessed anything like this, ever. I think this new age football is not good. I think the best football we have already seen already. If you lived through the 1980s, back when Bill Parcells was around, you know what I'm saying? Back when Tom Landry was around, you know what I'm saying? You watch the greatest football has been played already. I don't know what this football is now. I don't know. I don't know what this play calling is. I don't know. And you know the crazy thing is they must be tanking. The Browns have a good team. They got a good running game. They got a good defense. They got a good quarterback. They got a good the offensive line is okay. What more do you need? It's the coaching. It's unbelievable, bro. And the thing is, I know a lot of people saying, well, Kevin Stefanski should get fired. Well, this ain't how do we know they're not tanking? How do we know it's his fault? How do we know they're not tanking? And the thing is, if they tank, my question is, who in the draft are they going after? Who are they going after if they tanking this bad? Who you going after? Who can be so good in the draft that you need to get? Because the Jets got 2 to 3 picks. So you're competing with the Jets. So I don't know who they got their eye on. They got their eye on somebody. I don't know who it is. It's not the dude from Texas. It's definitely not. He's not ready yet. He need to stay another year. He's definitely not ready yet. And if he is ready and they do draft him, they're gonna destroy him. If I was his grandfather, I'll step in. Like, y'all not drafting my grandson. Y'all definitely not drafting him. Because y'all will destroy him. And the thing is, that might be the best thing so Shedeur can get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? It might be a good thing. It might be a good thing. But I was just like, wow, dude. I'm glad I don't bet on sports. I'm glad I don't. There was a guy after the Knicks had played one time. This dude, he waited for one of the players to come out. He was like, yo, you messed up my parlay, yo. And he was like, ha ha, trying to laugh it off. He said, no, you really messed up my parlay. You purposely didn't score when you were under the basket and you passed it. All you needed was 2 more points and I would have won the parlay. That was crazy. This stuff is crazy, man. I tell you, never seen nothing like this. I have never, ever seen nothing like this. You benched a quarterback that had a hot hand for a Wildcat. You know what? That Wildcat wasn't going to work. Tennessee has a great defensive lineman. He make Myles Garrett look small. And he was clogging up the middle. You think the whole team knew you was going to run it? You mean that you think you were going to win the game like that? Shadur was in the game. Were they going to pass it? The whole team knew you were going to run it. Shadur not in the game. Okay, so let me go back for a second because the crime scene is still going on. I have to go back to the beginning for a second. I hate to keep harping on this. I got to go back for a minute. On draft day, he got some misinformation. He was under the impression that he was going first round, no later than second round. Somebody gave him some misinformation. That's all I could tell you. And you know how they said that the Giants, he had a bad interview with the Giants? Well, the Giants was at his pro day. And one of the coaches for the Giants was like, he had went up to Shiloh and he said, man, I haven't seen somebody this accurate in a long time. He said, usually when Shedeur throws an off ball, it's only within a hand's reach. He said it's never off, really. He said it's only a hand's reach, so it's still a catchable ball, even though it's off. He said, I haven't seen that in a long time. He said, your brother's really accurate. And then Shiloh looked at him and said, I guess he is really good. That was the Giants coach. That was one of the coaches for the Giants. That was one of the coaches for the Giants that said that. Go back to Bucky's video, you'll see it. And Kevin Stefanski and the owner from the Browns was there. They saw it. They saw it. They saw what he could do. So I'm more inclined to believe what Eric Dickerson said now. He said that it was told to him that somebody higher up from the NFL, it wasn't the team, it was somebody from the NFL, they told the teams not to draft him. I honestly believe that's what happened. It had to. Had to. And I don't know what it is about this situation, about them weren't playing. They should have been playing Shedeur. I honestly believe if they were playing them, they would have won more games than they won. I mean, were they not sold on him? Because he was throwing dimes in practice when he first got to practice, and then they iced him. They put him on ice. What they did was they put him on ice. They put him on ice. That's what they did. They put him on ice. They were going to ice him. That's what they did. So if you ice a regular person, he's like extraordinary. If he was a regular person when he had a regular mentality, he would have been broken already. He would have been having fucked up games because his confidence would have been gone. But he's not like that, and he persevered, and he couldn't be denied because the fans started seeing it. So today they gave him more passing plays, and he really took advantage of it. And guess what they did? They took him out the game and iced him. It's nothing else he can do. It's nothing. He can't. The only way a quarterback can really thrive unless the organization is behind them. They're tanking for somebody. I believe it's the kid from Texas. I believe it's Arch Manning. I believe that's who they want. They're tanking for Arch Manning. You said if the Browns want to tank for a quarterback because of coaching, fine, let them. You said I think the Jets and a few other, yeah, they should try to trade. Yeah, but they tried to get him already, but they wouldn't trade him. Bro had 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. Special teams sucked again. Thank you for the blessing. I never seen nothing like this. It's nothing else he could do. At this point, maybe they'll trade him in the offseason. There's nothing else he could do. You got to have the support of the organization for you to win. I feel sorry for Garrett and them because the losing is they did all they could do. You know, Garrett, he managed to get a sack today. He was busting his ass today, only for them to bench Shedeur like that. Njoku went down with an injury because he caught that pass, only for them to bench Shedeur like that. I feel sorry for the running back. They're going to get that running back hurt. They're going to get him hurt, man. I hate to say that. I'm going to tell you something else. It happened in basketball. I forget who owns, where did, it happened to the player that was traded to the Lakers from Dallas. What's his name? Luka Doncic, whatever his name is. You know why he got traded, right? So the story has it that the owner wanted a new stadium with a casino. They said no. And she kept insisting, I want the stadium with the casino or I'm going to move. They were beefing with her about the move. So the word on the street has it. She was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to trade him. Fuck it. I'm just going to trade him. Now, y'all star player ain't even here no more. I traded him. He didn't even want to be traded. She was like, I'm trading him. How about that? Because she want that stadium with that casino that she really wanted. That's what I heard. And straight traded him. But he did not want to be traded. Owners, man, I tell you, bro, if they set in their ways. They are tanking for somebody. They're tanking. They might be tanking for Arch. They might be tanking, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, though, with Arch, though. He's not going to work out there either. He's not. Because Deshaun, I believe he's like in the 4th year or something of his 5-year contract. He got 1 more year left. Or something like that. They said it today. I can't remember. Or that $200 and some million deal. He'll be gone in the next year or so. So they looking for a quarterback. I honestly believe they're tanking for like Arch Manning. I believe so. I believe so. And the only way they're going to get Arch, unless they work it out with another team, we got to figure out who's going to get the first pick. It's between them and the Titans. Them, the Titans, and the Jets on that first pick. Watch. We're going to see. It's going to be between those 3 teams. And maybe the Raiders. But more than likely to be the Titans, the Jets, and the Browns, I think. So we're going to see where Arch go. This might be the Arch and Caleb Downs. Well, it's going to be the Arch draft. That's how they're making it seem. I think Caleb Downs is coming out this year too. Caden Proctor is coming out, the offensive lineman from Alabama. These are the tops. These are the top 10 picks. The top 5 picks, I think. Caleb Downs, Caden Proctor. If Arch Manning come out, I'm going to tell you who I think is better than Arch Manning at this point. And he's only like a freshman or sophomore. That's Julian Sang from Ohio State. I'll take him over him any day. But he ain't coming out for another 2 years. Actually, he might be eligible to come out next year. Julian Sang. But Ohio State quarterback. And then another year or so after, another couple years after that, it'll be the kid from Michigan. Because I already know. I already see the quarterbacks. I like that Georgia Tech quarterback too. He got some wheels on him. He got the complete package. And also the quarterback from Indiana. Yeah, Julian Sang is the man, dog. He's the man. Even though they lost the game, that kid never gets rattled. He throw dimes like Shedeur. He does. And he's the future. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to go to Browns either. Everybody is seeing what they're doing to Shadur. It's ridiculous. It's this one dude, I forget his name. He was talking down on Shadur and stuff like that. This dude did a review on him today and said Shadur has officially arrived. That's what he said. He said I haven't seen this shit since Joe Burrow. He said I haven't seen this shit in a minute. He said he throwing balls like that. He said, damn, he's on Joe Burrow's level. Throwing balls like that. They won't let him fly though. And then I could have gave him a better skinny report on Shadur. So the skinny report was that he's not that fast. He can't run. Who the fuck said that? Who said that? Who said that? So that's the skinny report. The only knock I had on Shadur, which is correctable, the only knock, please let that ball go. If you get ready to get sacked, just let it go. That's the only thing. Is he mobile? Check. He is mobile. He's not Michael Vick fast, but if he get daylight, he's going to burn you, just like he did today and got in the end zone. He surprised his own team when he got in the fucking end zone. He surprised them. They looking like, what the hell is he doing? He going into the end zone. That's what he's doing. Okay? He's going into the end zone because he want to win. He put his body on the line. He go into the end zone. He was getting touched all day by 98. 98 was putting hands on him all day. He was getting right back up. He's a tough guy. Shedeur is a tough guy. That's on my report of him too. He's a tough guy. They're tanking. I don't want to believe that a team is tanking. I don't want to believe that because people get paid. Even though you losing, everybody getting paid to play. Winners want to win. But I guess that, hey, as long as that direct deposit went in tonight, that's all that matters, right? As long as the direct deposit hit, as long as it hit Monday, It's all that matters. Winning, fuck winning. My direct deposit hit. I know Deshaun ain't crying. His direct deposit looks sweet. He got such a big direct deposit, he don't even gotta play football no more. He don't even gotta play football no more, man. He don't have to play no more. No more. That's how much they broke him off. They broke him off something. I'm glad they had to pay him. He broke them off something proper. Who the hell is his agent? Tip my hat to his agent, man. Whoever Deshaun agent is, I tip my hat to him. Because y'all performed a heist. That's what y'all did. Y'all performed one hell of a heist. And you know, the reporters, it's not like they really trying to start trouble when they be asking Shedeur questions. They want him to say it, but he not gonna say it because he gonna get in trouble. They don't understand though if he said it. They said, Shedeur, like, what's up with, you came out. Did you want to come out? Of course he didn't want to come out. Of course he didn't. They want him to say it though. I think they would be like, you know what? Fuck it, just say it. You didn't want to come out, man. But he can't. He can't say it. He gotta act a certain way, man. He gotta act a certain way because his career, you know what I'm saying? He gotta watch his career. It's crazy, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I don't think I ever seen anything like this. I didn't remember the Baker Mayfield situation because I wasn't following the Browns, but I heard it was bad. And I didn't follow that. I can't remember a scenario where a quarterback was having a hot hand throwing dimes and they bench him to go with a Wildcat. That's college. I never seen nothing like that. Not in NFL. I've never seen it. Never seen this. But hey, at least the direct deposit hit Monday. Because that's all they doing. I think they just happy to have a team, yo. They ain't trying to win. Unless they trying to go after Arch. That's the only thing I could think of. And then they're going to use Shadur as trade bait so they can get more draft picks or something for Shedeur. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. But if they try to keep him and get yo, then that's when he got to say, please trade me. Or what he could do is he could play out the rest of his rookie contract, but still, it's just teams could use him now. You know the crazy thing is, I don't like none of the teams. You know why? I don't like none of them. I'm going to tell you why. New Orleans Saints. They drafted, I don't even know who the fuck they drafted before Shedeur. I don't know who they drafted. But it was the wrong pick. They should have drafted Shedeur. But they didn't. So I'm not studying none of these teams. None of them. I'm not. I know the Jets owner is mad. He was so mad. I told y'all he was mad. And I said he getting ready to jump out the window, and he did. He crashed out. When he said, man, the reason why we ain't winning because our quarterback, man. He said that because he wanted Shedeur. And then they wouldn't trade for him. They wouldn't trade him. He crashed out. He would do good in New York too, man. If Shedeur came to the tri-state, oh my God. He would never leave. He'll retire here. He will retire here. They would not let him leave. Okay, we got it. What's up with these Teslas? Oh, he better not hit me with this Tesla. It's another one. Yeah, okay. It's crazy, bro. This is like it's a soap opera. That's the only thing I could think of. It's a soap opera, man. They horrible. They trash, dog. And the team is not trash. The ownership is trash. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of, I don't know, man. I couldn't put my finger on it. You benched the kid. And he was done. He was just on the sidelines like, oh my God. Mm. Nothing you can do, man. Just smile and hit the showers and go home, man. Mm. They running this thing like the Bad News Bears, man, back in the day. Bad news, bro. Bad news. You know the crazy thing is, I'm like, are they playing in our face? You know why I say that? It's like a parallel. How many games Colorado won this year? They won 3, right? How many games that Cleveland won? They won 3, right? I know people were saying, damn, y'all got to play Juju. You got to play Juju. It's the same shit that's happening here. It's like a parallel. It's the same thing. Like, are they playing in our face? Like, are you playing in our face, bro? It's the same thing. I can't do no better. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't play. I probably could play call better. I probably could. Just with the little information I know from playing Madden all these years, I bet you I could make it. I'm like, look, I would have called the timeout. Shedeur, what you want to do? What play you like? He can be like, all right, I would have got him, the tight ends. I would have got him, the tight ends, and Judkins all together, along with the offensive lineman. All right, gentlemen, Shedeur, which one you want to play? What should do it? In this situation, Shedeur, what you comfortable with doing? Okay, because we need to figure this out. What are you comfortable with doing? And I would let him call audibles like nobody's business. That's what I would have did. You gotta let him fly. Gotta let him fly. Gotta let him fly, man. That's what I would have did. Mm. Somebody lost money today and somebody won money today. Whoever put money on Tennessee, you won some money today. Congratulations. Congratulations. You won some money. Unbelievable. I'm glad I didn't bet on it. I'm glad I didn't bet on it because it's just not worth it. It's not worth it with sports anymore. No wonder I ain't watched the NFL in so long. It's crazy. He played real good today, bro. He did. He made up for his mistake, too. He did. That kid ran him in that end zone, and he was gone. He sure did. It ain't no question that he can play. It's no question now. I don't give a fuck what they know. They know. So they can go draft another quarterback and get him up out of there. That's it. As far as I'm concerned, just get him out of there. And shout out to Jerry Jeudy, because Jerry Jeudy, he was sitting with Shedeur the whole damn game. He said, Shedeur, I'm gonna get me a touchdown today. I don't give a damn. We gonna get us a touchdown. He damn sure did it. And went right, he was sitting there like right with Shedeur, just sitting there just talking. I don't know what he was saying. He's like, we gonna do this, this, and this. Shedeur like, all right, got you. Cam looked good today too. Cam, he refused to let Garrett get that sack record. He refused. As soon as he seen them near him, he threw that ball in the sidelines. He sure did. He's gonna be good too. Cam gonna be good. He's gonna be good. They're gonna have to build a team around him though. He's gonna be good. And I like the fact that him and Shedeur played though, because they got the same quarterback coach in Darryl. How do you think Darryl must feel right now? Both his boys was playing out there, man. How you think he feel, man? He's the best quarterback coach in the country for that. I wonder how he must feel, dog. He gotta feel good. He gotta feel good about that. He gotta pop his collar. I don't give a damn. Pop your collar, dog. Both your boys look good. And it was from his help. So for Colorado, this is what y'all need to do, because Juju not leaving. I don't care what these people are saying on these videos. He's not leaving. Okay? Seat not leaving either, because I saw what he posted. He not leaving either. Oh, a lot of people are gonna leave, man. Seat not leaving, man. So check this out. Please get Juju with Daryl in the offseason, please. And bring Staub while you at it. Him and Staub. They need to be working out with Shedeur and Cam in the offseason with Daryl. Please. Please do that. Because if you do that, they're gonna be ready. Please let them work out with Daryl in the offseason. Please. You know how they like to work out in Miami and all that. You know, Shadur like to go to Miami and different things. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the season, you know, Shadur like take a little trip and relax his mind. And the next thing you know, he back on the grind. So them kids need to be working out with him and Daryl. Period. That's it. And then they'll be ready. Because all they need is one good off season. And what did Shadur say? All I need, he said, imagine if I had a whole off season. It's gonna get spooky around here. He right about that. It's gonna get scary how good they'll be. And watch this. Watch what's gonna happen. Now that everybody know what Shedeur can do, they're gonna be working out with him in the off season. Watch. The Joker and them, they're gonna be working out with him in the off season. I guarantee you. Now everybody popping their collar to him after they've been hating for so damn long. Just hating. Sitting up there inbox me talking about, man, what you talking about here first round? Yes, he is. I watched him. I watched him since Jackson State. He missed a cool under pressure. Do you realize for somebody that didn't have such a good offensive line, he got sacked so damn much, he still threw for all those yards? You don't think there's something to that? There's something to that. But anyway, so that's what's happening there. The coaching from Cleveland just let the whole damn stadium down. So that's what they did. Yeah. That's it. They don't tanked it. All right, well, we'll see who they get in the draft. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see who they're gonna get in the draft and then go from there. It's a boy, I tell you, man, I thought, because I have another page where I cover like other stuff. So it's like a little bit of drama and stuff like that. Damn, them planes look close. I never thought it'd be so much drama covering sports. Never thought so. I thought just like, you know, barbershop talk, that's it. He got a lot of hate. And I'm trying to figure out why. You know, a kid, you know, a good kid, he don't go out nowhere. He just chill and still get all this hate. But I guess it's part of the situation, it's part of the territory. But it's just like, then you have like, I don't even know. I don't want to focus on that. Forget about it. And here's another thing. It was snowing out there. It was cold. It was like 30-something degree heat. You think the cold rattled Shedeur? It didn't. It didn't. It didn't even bother him. He's sitting out there. He was locked in too. It's unbelievable how that kid lock in like that. He locks in. I bet you he couldn't even hear the crowd. He was so locked in. It's crazy, man. It's almost reminiscent of how Jordan used to lock in. You know, when the playoffs come. What year was that? Was it the 96 Bulls? What year was that? 95 Bulls? When they won all those games? That's when Rodman came. They were locked in, man. Shout out to Michael Jordan. He's suing NASCAR right now. Jordan walking into the courtroom with like 20 lawyers. Man, this is something else, man. I never witnessed nothing like this. But hey, man, it is what it is. It's the Browns, you know, whatever. I wasn't expecting them to do the right thing. And here it is. The last seconds of the game, they take this kid out the game. They not gonna do the right thing. They just, some people, like my auntie used to say back in the day, some people just ain't gonna do right. That she said. She said, just know this, in life, certain people just ain't gonna do right. That's all. They just ain't gonna do right. Just some ain't can't do right type of people. She right about that. Just ain't gonna do right. They do the exact opposite, you know. They just can't do right. That's just what it is. Can't do right type people. They gonna run a, it's hilarious. How you gonna sit up here and run a wildcat and number 98 from Tennessee is, and then Ethan Posick went out. The center for Cleveland went out, and 98 was just having it his way with the backup. He was having it his way. His arms are the size of my legs. He was having it his way. He made Myles Garrett look small. He was just having it his way. He was clogging up that middle. It was no way they was gonna run that. It was no way they was gonna get in there. It was no way. There's no way. There's no way, bro. Shout out to the dude on Instagram. He is crashing out. I think he lost like $1,200 on the game. He's sitting up there crashing out right now. He was crashing out earlier. You shouldn't bet that much on the game. It's crazy. Yeah, that should be a lesson for us. And nah, they ain't betting on this. Something funky about these sports. Ever since this whole Chauncey stuff came out, something is funky going on. Just like that wide receiver, I forget what team it was. He was running right for the end zone and then went out of bounds. They went out of bounds. It's something foul going on, real foul in sport. I think he shouldn't play no more. You know what I would do? See, you know who they should. Hold on, damn. You know who they should collude against? The NFL should collude against that guy and kick him out the league, and he shouldn't play no more for running out the running out of bounds like that. That's who you should collude against. He just went right out of bounds like it was okay. And then his boy looking at him like, what are you doing? He just went right out of bounds. Like they weren't down by 2 touchdowns. He just went right out of bounds. The end zone was right there for him. Something must be on that guy's mind. What's wrong with these people? Um, Something must have been on that guy's mind. It's rigged, bro. That's the only thing. It's bad, yo. It's football. It don't even feel the same as it was, man, back in the day. It don't feel the same. Even with this sports betting, when it's legal in all states, it's something ain't right. I remember one time I needed one more leg to my parlay, just one more. I think it was going to be like a few $1,000s. You think I got it? Mm-mm. All they needed was one more touchdown. That's all they needed to win the game. You think they got it? The dude fumbled it. He had the ball. He was running. Then he fumbled it just like that. Oh, shout out to Shedeur though, man. He ain't do nothing wrong. He good. Shout out to him. Shout out to him, man. Hey, that's his opportunity, Cleveland Browns, man. I never followed the Cleveland Browns so much. I never been interested in Cleveland Browns. I mean, I used to watch way back in the day. They had Bernie Kosar and the boys. But Johnny Football, I watched when he was on there, Johnny Football, for a minute. He didn't work. It didn't work out with him either. I think when Baltimore moved, they should have just stayed. The Browns should just went away. It's crazy. You know, when Baltimore moved to, the team moved to Baltimore. It's crazy, man. I believe it. I believe when stuff they say is rigged, but we can't prove it unless they get caught or something. Man, it's all good, man. But how's everybody doing, man? It's crazy. Crazy. I'm not betting on it, no. I'm not betting. Or you bet that, you don't bet the house, put it that way. You definitely don't do that. What in the world he got on his car? Yo, a bunch of stickers. People losing their mind out here, bro. He put a bunch of stickers. It's crazy. It's like a bunch of Post-it notes. Bro, it's critical out here. Man. Mm. Damn, that's way back. That name, man, that's what was that, the 80s? You just named somebody from the 80s. I think it's from the 80s. Yeah, it had to be. The only way Shedeur getting out of Cleveland unless they trade him is he on a contract. The rookie contract is 3 years. Yeah, 1973. Okay, damn. That was before my time a little bit. Before my time. OJ and them was before my time. The juice in them. But I did see NFL films. That's how I know who you're talking about. I watch NFL films. I know who you're talking about. It's a little before my time. I ain't start really following football until Bill Parcells. That's when I started following it. I was a kid then. That's when I fell in love with football. Bill Parcells' team, Joe Morris, Phil Simms, Mark Bavaro, Joe Morris, Lawrence Taylor, Pepper Johnson, Leonard Little, all those people. I never forget, speaking of Coach Prime, I never forget this. Bill Parcells, this on a Monday Night Football, he told the punter, do not kick it to him. Whatever you do not kick it to him. What happened? Prime ran it down and went back. He was high stepping that right when he passed the 50-yard line. He already started high stepping and had his hand like this behind his back. It was crazy. And then the camera panned to Bill Parcells again. He was like, I told you not to kick it to him. I'll never forget that one. Fourth quarter, man, when everybody tired, he just never got tired. He kind of reminded me of Travis. Never got tired. That's supreme conditioning. And then went and played a baseball game. Craziness. Oh, Khalil Benson? Yeah. I don't know if he was hurt. He came in the second half. I had said that earlier that Shadur need to sit for the rest of the season and just let what's his name play, so he won't get injured, so he can be fresh. Well, these people scam. So he'll be fresh. They go for another team, yo. But he wants to play regardless. Shedeur want to get out there and get his reps in. You know what I'm saying? Get his game reps in. So he don't want to sit. Ain't no way in the hell he want to sit. Not now. He getting good game reps. You see what I'm saying? The only way he gonna learn is on the fly. He getting good game. He already know. I'm talking about the game speed, and he got it now. He got it. So I don't need to sit him now, I guess. He getting good game reps. When what here go Kevin here they go, and they do this every tweet where we're improving. We have a lot to work on, coaching and execution. We have to execute better. We have to coach better. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on that. We're going to work on it Wednesday. We have a lot to do. Yeah, but coach, you ran the Wildcat. Why did you take Shedeur out? Well, that was our game plan. And we just didn't execute. That's all. And you know the crazy thing is, watch this, guys. No, he probably would have got a game ball today. If they had won, he would have had to give Shedeur a game ball. I'm sorry. But yeah. We're gonna execute. We're gonna do the best, Mary Kay. We're gonna do the best and execute and be better about it. Okay? He don't have no expression on his face, nothing. We're gonna execute better. We're gonna go back to the drawing board, Mary Kay. Yeah, but coach, you took Shedeur out. Is there a reason? We had practiced it and practice, and we were executing it. That's where we were going. We were going with the main plan. We keeping the main thing, Mary Kay. Okay. And they can't get nothing out of Shedeur because he's not getting in trouble. Shedeur, did you want to come out? They just want him to say no. That's what they want him to say. Shedeur, just tell it. Did you want to come out, Shedeur? Well, we just have to go with the play that's executed. I'm just happy to be out there. Thank God. I'm just happy to be out there. They don't like that when he say that. They want him to get turned. He not doing that. You know what I would have to say if I was to look? Y'all not going to have me crash out. Y'all not going to have me crash out so y'all can get a viral story. Okay? You go talk to Kevin on why he doing what he doing. But guys, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. I'll be back. Let me see. We got some Colorado stuff to talk about, so I'll be there because they sitting up there lying on coach. You know what the sentiment is now? You know what they're saying now? He hired. I believe coach hired his replacement. That's what they said. Because he's not going to continue to coach. You know, with his health and stuff, he's not going to continue to do that. Hold on. Last time I checked, he's still in his 50s. How old was Coach Saban when he retired? He was in his 70s, right? How old is the Raiders coach? He's in his 70s, right? How old is Bill Belichick? He's in his 70s, right? So that means he could still play that means he could still coach if he wanted to. He could still coach for another 15 years if he wanted to. So what are they talking about? They had one off season, now all of a sudden he hiring his replacement. Boy, these people crazy. These people crazy, man. I believe coach is moving in that direction. He's hiring his replacement. Boy, there's some woo boy. Hey, you know what somebody told me? My cousin told me, he's like, yo, you know hating is a sport. I said, what? He said, hating is a sport. He said, you need haters. I said, you need haters? He said, yeah. He said, you need haters. That means you're doing something right and they keep you motivated. They keep you motivated. You got to have some haters. That's what he said. It's funny how people switched up, though. It's funny. Okay, they won 3 games. You switch up like that. That's crazy. Because they already didn't like him. That's why. They just switched up. And then what this other dude say, I had to unsubscribe. He get under my fucking skin. He was like, yeah, and I think they need to do some more here and do some more there. Like he know what the fuck he talking about. I had to unsubscribe because you know I'm getting to the age at my age because I'm damn near got my AARP card. When you reach this age, you be unhinged at this point. So I be like Coach Prime. So thank you, Lord. You know how Coach Prime said, thank you, Lord. I was gonna say something, Lord. I ain't gonna say it. I gotta be more like that. Oh, I was gonna say something. I that's what I should be. Actually, I need to be more like that. He said, yeah, I think they need to do this. And that's a good step in the right direction. Shut up. What you mean it's a good step in the right direction? Y'all the one said Seaton is leaving. That's what y'all said. Y'all said Seaton leaving. You said Juju leaving. Everybody leaving. That ain't what they tweeting. That ain't what they putting on their Instagram. Like Coach Prom got to prove something to these people. Boy, they something else. Boy, that get my goat. You ever heard that? Y'all ain't hear that. That's some old stuff. That gets my goat. I just had to unsubscribe. I can't listen to it no more. And this person, he's like the world's best coach. Dude, you know what? I need to put his hat in the race for the Ole Miss job. If you that much of a coaching genius, please go to Ole Miss. Because Lane Kiffin gone, they need a coach, right? Why don't you go? That's what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I'm going to say it. See, I'm learning that. I'm learning that because I can't keep being a grumpy old man. I like talking sports. Lord, he gonna hit my car. Lord, have mercy. Okay, I can't keep being a grumpy old man. You ever seen that movie, Grumpy Old Men? I'm one of them. I can't keep being a grumpy old man, dog. Not for sports. This is my relaxation. You know what I'm saying? But these people, oh my God, I had to cut that video off, man. This is a good step in the right direction. Coach need to do this. Coach need to do that. Coach need to do this. He need to do that. He need to do that. Y'all was waiting. Y'all was waiting to talk down on him. Y'all was waiting. It was crazy, bro. They acting like he don't know how to coach. That's the way they acting. Let me tell you this. This is I learned this from Shannon Sharp. This saying. He said. He said. A donkey will never win the Kentucky Derby. You can never win a Kentucky Derby with a donkey. You can't. I don't give a damn how much you train. You need some dogs. If you ain't got no dogs in that field, you ain't. I don't care a damn if you coach Saban. You're not gonna win. How the hell you think Coach Saban won all those games? He got everybody from the damn hood. He got everybody. Everybody came there. It was almost unfair. He got everybody. It's like all the 5 stars was going there. Everybody. I never forget Coach Saban, this was hilarious. He was sitting at the draft, right? Because he promised this kid when he said, because, when he was out on the recruiting trail, he went to the kid's house. He had to have him. It was a linebacker. He had to have him. He was like 4.2, 4.3 speed. He had to have him. And he told his mother, he said, listen, if he come with me, I'm going to make sure he retire you. I'm going to make sure of it. So on draft day, he was waiting to get drafted in the first round, and Coach Saban was sitting there with his mom. And when he got drafted, he hugged Coach Saban, hugged his mother, and Coach Saban looked at his mother. You believe me now? Like, he said, I told you. So when they went to the when you know how they interview you after you get drafted, so the lady was like, so what was your plan B if you didn't get drafted today? It's such a monumental day for you. I know you're so happy, but what was your plan B? He said, I ain't had no plan B. This was it. I ain't had. She said, no, you must have other aspirations. You must have other. And then she put the microphone to him. He said, I ain't had no other aspirations. This was it. He said, my mother couldn't afford to take me to camp, so she got the he said she got the VHS tape, the DVD tape, and learned how to become a coach, so she can give him drills. And she bought the equipment and everything, and in the backyard they went over the drills. His mother helped him. He said there was no other option. They need players like that. Like, your option is football. If they're out there, you just got to go get them. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be, you're good to play football, You're just happy to be there. You know you're not going to the NFL. You may not put that extra time in the film study. You know what I'm saying? So the well-off media video, I'm about to go watch it. I gotta get back. I gotta get back to work. But I'm out of here. Act like I ain't got nothing to do. Let me get up out of here. I'll see y'all in the morning when I finally touch back down. When I finally get back around, it's gonna be sometime in the morning. I'll catch y'all later. Yeah. Kevin Stefanski, I don't know what they doing, yo. I don't know what they doing. We gotta get better, Mary Kay. We gotta get better, okay? We gotta get better. We have to execute and get better. I just want somebody to crash out on the podium. I want Miles to do it. Miles, so what happened today? I just did all I can. I'm just doing all I can to help my team. I'm doing all I can. And will you please crash out just once? Can you please do that? You don't have to crash out like the old Vikings coach. What was his name? Something Green. What was his name? You don't got to do that. Can somebody please crash out just one time? Mary Kay, I don't know what the F they doing on offense. I don't know why they took Shedeur out, Mary Kay. I don't know why they took him out. This is some bullshit. I just want somebody to say that one time. But they good. They good kids. They ain't gonna do it. Peace, y'all. Y'all be safe. Have a good one. I will catch you on the next one.